everybody, in this video I have a Thompson's Craft Supplies project to share with you using the June kit. This week I am doing a traveller's notebook layout, which is something I don't think I've ever done with the Thompson's kit before actually, so yeah, that's fun. The size I do TN spreads in is the regular size, but these are the Carpe Diem inserts which are regular wide, so you have that little bit more space to work with, and I just prefer it. I think it's the perfect size for doing little projects like this. So I started off just fussy cutting some of these florals, which is from one of the Chamel papers. You saw me there, I was trying to fussy cut like the little leafy flourish that comes out of the main flowers, but it didn't look very good, so I'm pretty sure I snipped that off in the end. And then I was deciding which paper to sort of use on my spread, like as the main colour, and I'm going with this purpley pinky, you can't really call it ombre because it's more just like really thick brush strokes, but yeah, I went with that and I held it up against the pages, and as you saw, just tore a strip of it. I only want to use a bit of it because I do want to use some of the white space as well, and then I'm just roughly measuring, you know, the length that I need there and chopping the other bits off, and then just using a pencil there, I'm going to just mark where that bit of paper is going to be stuck down so I can do my stenciling. Just here I'm getting my little Distress Oxide swatch sheet. You can download this from the Ranger website, that's where I got mine from, although print it off on cardstock, not on paper. Just tip of the day, if you print it off on paper, the oxides just, I'm not too fond of that, so print it off on something good quality. Anyways, I'm taking the stencil from the kit and doing this mandala. Someone tell me how to pronounce that, please. I could just Google it, I suppose. But anyways, I'm stenciling that on with the Abandoned Coral colour. I just thought that would look really nice against those purples. Like, it's a nice contrasting colour, but it's got that lovely pinkish red, corally, obviously, tone to it. And yeah, I was really happy with that colour decision there, and I think it goes really nicely with the colours of this kit. And then I'm also going to stencil that sort of lacy border that also comes on the stencil just straight onto my paper using, what's that? That is Picked Raspberry Oxide. I wanted to use a different colour to what I'd done the other stenciling in, but I also wanted something that would show up quite well on that purple. So I have just done that down the side like so, and then I'm going to go around the edges of this ripped piece here, and that is with Seedless Preserves. I did have my list somewhere of, I always do a list of like products to do my voiceover, and I don't know where I've put it, so I'm just kind of guessing at this point. So if I get anything wrong, correct things will be in the description box. Anyways, putting that down just with some good old-fashioned Pritt stick. I do love my glue sticks. And then I'm just bending that there where the paper goes over the middle. You just want to make sure that's going to stay there and not sort of lift up after time. Here I am just going to back my photo. I'm going to back it with some tulle at first. This comes in the kit. I'm not cutting it, I'm just cutting like a little slit and then ripping it so it just looks a bit more natural, I suppose, but also backing my photo with this other paper from the kit. Now I know some of you might be screaming me because I've just like plonked it in the middle of the paper to back it, and instead of just using one corner or something, but I really wanted that area where you had like all the colours melding together, so that's why I chose to do it slap bang in the middle of the paper. Went around the edges of that with, again, the Seedless Preserves, I think, and then I'm just going to stick down the tulle and then the photo on top of that. The photo is just a picture of me when I was little, when I'm just like, I'm standing at the front of our house in front of the window with some sunglasses on and just looking fabulous, darling. Really, I think that's all there is to it. I just look fabulous. It's one of my favourite photos of my childhood. I just love it. I look so cute. Don't tell me I don't, because I know I do. Anywho, I've used a mix of double-sided tape and tacky glue to stick that tulle and the photo down. The tulle will stick down with the tacky glue, but it needs a little bit of persuasion, which is why I've just plonked a pen pot on there just to help, you know, keep everything down. And then here I'm going to take these fussy cut pieces and just arrange them around. I decided I needed some more. I wasn't happy with the amount I had, so I went back at least 3 or 4 times throughout the process of this entire layout, fussy cutting more bits as and when needed. Like, I totally underestimated how many I needed at the beginning. And I'm going to go around every single piece with the Picked Raspberry Distress Oxide, and I'm not going just around the edges, like I'm going quite far into the pieces, into the flowers with the blending tool. It kind of works. It looks like it's meant to be there. Once it was dry and everything, it didn't look like I'd gone round the edges. Yeah, as I said, it really looks like it's supposed to look like that way. The colour really works nicely with this with this particular floral paper. So just plonking some of those there. I had made some mistakes on the white area and got little splodges of ink here and there, so I am kind of putting the fussy cut pieces over where I need to cover things up for the most part. I also decided there needed to be some on that purple area as well, because I wasn't happy with them just being on the white area. So again, fussy cut some more pieces, some of these really, really little sort of petal clusters, so added a few of those, just rounding off the corners there. And then I'm going to add a little title. This is from the Paige Evans sticker book. I thought this one here that says she has that certain je ne sais quoi would look quite good for this layout, because oh, I just love that picture. Anyways, and then a couple of little phrases on there as well, something about grand plans and big dreams, and then another one up there, just so I had 3 areas that had the foiling in. And then I'm gonna add, I think, just one sticker. This is from the Tim Holtz Snarky Comments one. It just says, "I am fabulous." Obvious one to use. Went around that as well, again with the picked raspberry, just to tie everything back in together. I thought I'd find more things to use in that Snarky Comments pack to use on this layout, but actually no, not really. It's more adult, not in like a rude way, but just not appropriate for a layout about a kid. It's more about adult fails and that sort of thing. Anyways, here I am going back and fussy cutting more pieces, because I still wasn't. I'd fussy cut one more and put it at the top at on the purple bit there, and then I was like, oh, now I've got 4 large floral pieces and I can't be dealing with the even number, so I had to put a 5th on there, and then another little cluster that looks like little daisies just above the photo. And then I am going to finish off here with some splatters of Distress Oxide spray in Shaded Lilac. Again, it works so well with those colours. I was having one of those days when your colours are just working. I was, very pleased with my choices, but having the swatch sheet really, really helps for that. I'll try and remember to put a link in the description box, because it's just, yeah, so handy to have. Anyways, there we go. That is this little layout finished. I hope you enjoyed watching. I will leave Thompson's Craft Supplies links in the description, as well as any other products I have used in this spread. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Chat to me in the comments, and I'm gonna go. Thanks again. Bye bye.